What's up, web slingers and wall crawlers? Nick Smith back here again, provided by COOCUMBER Reviews. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell by the jacket and the poster back there, this is finally my review for Spider-Man Homecoming. I've been wanting to make this video for some time, but where I had seen it the first time, I wanted to let the hype on it for me die down a little bit, and I saw it 2 other times, and now I am finally ready to talk about this movie. So overall, I'm just going to go ahead and get my grade out of the movie now. I really think that this movie is an A-. Now, the only reason I'm giving it an A- is because of something in the movie that bothered me that I could not think of a really strict answer on, or a really viable answer that made sense to me. That's the only reason. But the reason why this movie gets an A-, the acting is great, the chemistry between the actors is great, the story is good, the effects are amazing, the nostalgia vibes. This movie really feels like a love letter to not only those old movies, but also as a way of, okay, this is a new story that we're going to be telling. Thank you for sticking with us. Now we're going to take you on a ride. I had so much fun with this movie. Every single time I watched it, from beginning, middle, to end, it is great. This really feels like a love letter to those old movies and the passing of the torch from Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to Tom Holland. Then be like, okay, kid, it's your turn. And you can tell that these guys loved working with each other. They had such good chemistry together, all 3 of those guys. Seeing the 2 older Spider-Man, talking about their lives and talking about, the villains that they fought, it was great. And seeing how one is different from the other, that was another thing that was amazing. The effects of this movie are done really well. And the fact of the matter is that this movie touches on something I really kind of feel like that the other movies maybe didn't touch on so much. They did subtly, but I feel like this was more, not necessarily extravagant, but it was more, I guess, flush. I'll use that word. This movie really hits the nail on the head that with great power comes great responsibility, and the fact that no matter what it costs him, you always do the right thing. That is why Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, because no matter what it costs you, you always do the right thing. It's always the good thing to do. It's always do the right thing. Think of others before yourself. That is what makes Spider-Man my favorite superhero. And to see Tom Holland, in my honest opinion, put on one of the best performances I've ever seen from him, and the only other movie I've seen him in was that movie about where men, their thoughts create this little bubble thing. I can't remember what the movie was called. But I really feel like this movie solidified Tom Holland as the next Spider-Man. Tom Holland did an amazing job with all the emotions and the action scenes and the chemistry between him and the girl who played Mary Jane, I cannot remember her name, but I honestly feel like this movie did a very good job of solidifying their relationship and kind of made it more believable. For some reason, the other 2 movies, it just didn't hit me. I found Andrew Garfield and Gwen Stacy, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, more believable. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst more believable. But this movie solidified that I really believed these 2. They did a magnificent job. They have such good chemistry together. And this movie also kind of gives something for the other 2 Spider-Men. And we kind of get a glimpse into their lives. And the movie did a really good job of tying everything together. Now, I will say, the only thing in this movie that I did not particularly care for is what they did with Sandman. I feel like he was the weakest out of the villains. Electro made sense, Ock made sense, Lizard made sense, Goblin made sense, and the acting that Willem Dafoe did with this performance. The only reason he came back was so he could do his own stunts, and my gosh, Willem Dafoe, thank you for giving us such an amazing and terrifying performance as the Goblin. Just him unhinged was great. And seeing him and Spider-Man go at it, and the fact of the matter is Tom Holland also brought in some moves from the Spider-Man game, the latest Spider-Man game. He was playing it while they were working on the film, and he wanted to actually do some of the moves in the game, and I was just like, that's from the game, this is so awesome. But yeah, I feel like Sandman's his reasoning, I really feel like didn't make any sense and was the weakest. Now, you can put in the comments below what you think about that, but overall, that was the only really thing I didn't like about this movie, and the unbelievable chemistry between Tom Holland and Willem Dafoe, the Spider-Man versus the Green Goblin, his arch nemesis, or at least one of his arch enemies. Everyone else will say, well, it's Venom, but anyways. Goblin and Spider-Man have been butting heads for years. They have been fighting forever. And to see this fight, and like you can tell Spider-Man is not pulling any punches. You're like, holy crap. This is getting real serious, because for those who don't know, Spider-Man holds back. And to see him just go like full force, you're just like, oh, this just got real. He ain't playing around. It was great, and like, the moral lesson of always try to do the right thing no matter what. And that movie hits this so hard. And it was done magnificently. And I cannot wait to see what else we're going to get. Because I know we're going to eventually be getting, Kraven the Hunter, we're going to be getting the Rhino, we're going to be getting Scorpion. I don't know who else we're going to be getting, but it's going to be very interesting to see what we're going to be getting in this next trilogy, because we are getting 3 more Spider-Man movies. And I cannot wait. Guys, put in the comments below, what did you think of Spider-Man No Way Home? Don't forget to web shoot that like button. Do not forget to swing by and hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Put in the comments below what you thought of Spider-Man No Way Home. Tell me also what your favorite gift for Christmas was this year, or what's your favorite Christmas tradition. Guys, I hope you all have a happy new year, and you start getting ready for summer, because it's coming along pretty quick. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you next time.